Howdy. Thanks for joining me in the garden today. I want to talk about a very simple concept. Are you making the money, or are you making the one eye? So in my last video, I talked about how I quit my job, and almost everybody that I tell that I quit my job, they ask me, how am I gonna make the money? What would I do without money in a job? Aren't you worried? I had somebody say to me, I'd be worried. I wouldn't know what to do, what to think. You know, if I didn't have money lined up somehow. So it really, it brings me back to this core idea of why I'm here in the first place. You know, why are we here in the first place? Are we here to just make the money? Or are we here to make the one eye, the original form of money? Not many people talk about the one eye. Basically, you could look at it like the whole reason you're making money is because you have your eye on something you desire. You have a single eye, single-mindedness on, I'm doing this so I can get to that, you know. I'm not just making money to defend myself or to protect me. I'm making it for a purpose. So when you talk about the one eye, the real money, it's what you came here to do. It's the things you will take with you when you leave this place. It's the lessons you've learned, the experiences you've had, trials and tribulations, the missions and the quests, and all the stories, all the wild times. It's not a number or I had this many bars of gold sitting around. You know, I had this house and it was that big. I had this many people working for me. Just seems like in this age of sort of money worship, you know, where people rise every day to make money, kind of forgotten the whole purpose of it, why it exists in the first place. And then you got to bring up the point that we're under a printed money system, so it doesn't matter how much money you make, somebody can just print more out and buy you out. So you got to be careful about the things you're willing to do for the money here. A lot of jobs out there, a lot of things people are doing. Not worth it, in my opinion. I couldn't live those lives or betray myself to make money in a lot of ways here. I guess what I'm trying to say is there is no price on my head, no price on my soul. I can't sell out. I can't say, oh, this amount of money, and then I'll turn from what I'm actually here to do. So I would encourage you kind of think about these things, like, why are you even at the job you're at? What are you doing with this money you're making? You know, are you just spending it on trinkets and entertainment? You know, the old entertainment enslavement that a lot of people seem to be in. Just entertain me. At night, you can beat me in the day and lie to me all you want, just as long as I get my entertainment. I'm happy. I know I'm here for a greater purpose than making money, right? I would love to see these money systems crumble and to people think spiritually again. Think about how they can go out each day and make the world a better place. You know, not just narcissistic thinking about myself and I gotta make this much money to pay this, to pay that, so I protect myself and my little selfish family. We're all a gigantic family here. We're living in eternity right now, having our fun. It just seems like most people have forgotten what they are, what this place is about. Another form of the one eye, I would think, is the skills that you pick up as you live your life. You know, are you just sitting there doing one thing your entire life for money and just not growing and expanding, learning new things, trying stuff? Or are you just doing one stupid job to make money, to pay the people, to keep the cycle of slavery going? I reckon this world will never be free unless we get rid of money, the fake money, and we start focusing on the one eye again. The reason we're here, why we exist in the first place. And each of us has our own desire, our own purpose for being here in this time. I can't tell you why you're here. You can't tell me why I'm here. Maybe you are here to serve the money systems, to kind of learn that hard lesson of life, you know? Whenever they crash the markets, shut down the banks, shut down the grocery stores, and you got all your money stacked away, but it means nothing. Because you don't have real food or real shelter or real protection. Money's always a fleeting thing. It's always fading away. It's here one day, it's gone the next. But your internal spirit lasts forever. Why waste any spiritual time you could have here? You know, it's the further and further I get from society, oh man, it's just so nice. It's just great to not, like, if the money supply crashed tomorrow, whatever, I'm fine. I'll find a way. I've built up my skills. It'd probably be funner trying to scavenge stuff in the woods to survive and barter with people and just, God, instead of working like a slave for printed money. And if you look up this concept of how money in one eye, you know, that's the original form of it. The internet doesn't really have any of this. You got to listen to Mark Passio. He kind of brings this point up. And how there's the one eye on your money in America. It's an interesting one. But what are you here to do? What are you doing with what you got? And what are you going to take with you after this? Are you going to be satisfied with how you spent your time here? Did you gain anything? I see a lot of people losing themselves here. And maybe that's what they came to do. What the heck do I know? It's a very individual situation here. For me, I came for freedom in a time of like absolute slavery. To see like, man, I'm probably cocky, thinking, you know, these people don't stand a chance at enslaving me. And while they might have tricked me as a child, it's over now. The one eye within is activated. And you know, me leaving my job, it's like I got plenty to do, working on my cabin. I got inner work I'm doing. And a big reason I left that job is to get away from all that technology. If you saw that last video I put out about the safety test at the high school, God, I didn't even know those touch pads and those touch screens and all that stuff was so harmful. It makes your heart palpitate. It makes you nervous being around that stuff. It's just bad energies. So I gotta say, you know, what am I gonna do? Make money or care about my health? You know, what is there a price on your health? Because man, it seems like a lot of people, there's a price on their health. You know, they'll do poisonous stuff. They'll spray herbicides and pesticides all day. You know, they'll sit around dark signals for years and years and years just to make it a money. I know we're all here for a greater purpose, so I would encourage you to dig deep and find that, and don't be afraid of not having money. It seems like with inflation, the way things are going, it's not gonna protect you. It's only gonna waste your time because you're gonna have to make more of it. I mean, it's just a giant Ponzi scheme we're living through, where a small group of bankers has these people twisted up. They print the money, and you got to keep making it. It's fairly simple. That most of humanity is just serving Satanists with their energy here. That's another form of money, currency, your energy. I'm putting my energy towards ending all of this deception. You got to participate in society, I know, but make it very minimal. And try to become self-sufficient to where one day you don't need money. Our grandparents, our parents should have already been thinking like this. They should have already been self-sufficient and not serving evil governments. But I figure that's why I'm here, that's why you're here. We're here to teach the boomers. We're here to show them, like, you guys, it's not at all. You fell for the imitation life. You're not living the full life of the Spirit here. It's always a good reminder, you know, when people talk about money, it's paper. It's not even real. Stack up them gold bars in your heart. On the inside, have your experiences here like you were meant to have. Don't hide away and make money and waste it. So it's just another reminder of why we're here. It's been on my heart to talk about this because so many people I talk to, what are you going to do for money? Oh my gosh, what if this? What if you don't have the money? It's like next year they're probably going to crash the dang system. It's just they have so much control over the money supply. It's not worth stacking up. Like in my life, I try to make money, spend it immediately on something valuable, something that's tangible, and that get me through these trials and tribulations we're living in. So I hope you enjoyed this talk. I love y'all. Enjoy.